Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's good to see familiar faces and some not so familiar faces. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Rabbi Sarah Zober, and I am half of the rabbinic team here at Temple Sinai. And I'd like to welcome you this evening, whether you are online on our live stream or whether you're here in person. I hope that you already have a copy of Mishkan T'filah, which is our siddur, our prayer book for this evening. You will follow along in that book. I will try my hardest to give you all of the page numbers, but if I don't and you run out of words, just turn the page. We're probably on the next page. For those of you who are online, you can go to sinaireno.org/live and download our virtual siddur. That way you can follow along, and no page turning is necessary in our virtual siddur. So you get lucky for that one. It is my pleasure to invite up Jen and Jemma Bainton to light our Shabbat candles. If you'd like to follow along, you can follow along on page 2.
That doesn't work.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Thank you both. We turn to page 6. We enter the sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into the sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. We turn to page 10. And our Kabbalat Shabbat service is a warm-up for receiving Shabbat and getting in the mood for our sacred rest. We're going to start in the middle of page 10 with Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh of HaRachaman, Yedid Nefesh of HaRachaman, Meshochav El Ritzonecha, Meshochav Yadadadai El Ritzonecha, Yarut Abdecha Kemoaya Yishtaka Yadadadai El Muhadaraka Yedid Nefesh of HaRachaman, Yedid Nefesh of HaRachaman, Meshochav El Ritzonecha, Meshochav Yadadadai El Ritzonecha. On the next page, at the top, is Dodi Lee. My beloved is mine, and I am theirs. Dodi Lee, v'ani lo haroeh, b'shoshanim. Dodi Lee, mizot olah, min hamidbar, mizot olah, min hamidbar. Dodi Lee, v'ani lo haroeh, b'shoshanim. Dodi Lee, mekuteret mor, moru levona, Dodi Lee. Dodi Lee, v'ani lo haroeh, b'shoshanim. Dodi Lee. We turn together to page 20 for L'cha Dodi. This is our song for welcoming the Sabbath bride. We will be doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And we will, on the 9th and final verse, rise in body or in spirit and turn to face the exterior door. If you're at home, any door to your room totally works. And we will bow Bo'i Kala, as we welcome in the Sabbath bride into our midst this evening. Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diborecha tishmi'anu, El hameyuchad Adonai echad, u'shemo echad l'shem. shemo tiferet b'li techila, lecha dodi likrat kala, Oneg Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala, Oneg Shabbat nekabela, likrat Shabbat lechol v'necha ki mekol habaraka merosh mikedem mesuf hasof ma'aseh v'machshava tila lecha dodi likrat kala Oneg Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala Oneg Shabbat nekabela Hitorari ki ba'oref umi ori shidaberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla lecha dodi likrat kala Oneg Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala Oneg Shabbat nekabela Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'betzola toch emunah am segula boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala Oneg Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala Oneg Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. We turn to the next page, page 22, for Mizmor Shir. This is our special psalm for Shabbat. Mizmor Shir leyom haShabbat, tov lehodot laAdonai, uzamer lashimcha elyon, uzamer lashimcha elyon. Mizmor Shir leyom haShabbat, tov lehodot laAdonai, uzamer lashimcha elyon, uzamer lashimcha elyon. Lehagid baboker chazdecha, ve'emunatcha ba'lelot, alei asor, alei navel, alei higayon, bechinot. Mizmor Shir leyom haShabbat, tov lehodot laAdonai, uzamer lashimcha elyon, uzamer lashimcha elyon. Ki simachtani Adonai bepo'alecha, b'ma'aseh yadecha raneh. Magantu ma'aseh Adonai me'od, amtu machshevotecha. Mizmor Shir leyom haShabbat, tov lehodot laAdonai, uzamer lashimcha elyon, uzamer lashimcha elyon. Mizmor Shir leyom haShabbat, tov lehodot laAdonai, uzamer lashimcha elyon, uzamer lashimcha elyon, uzamer lashimcha elyon, uzamer lashimcha elyon. All right, I'm feeling warmed up. I hope the rest of you are. We are going to turn to page 26 for the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadav, Yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divrach Hirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, B'chayechon U'v'yom, U'v'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, Ubizman Kariv, Veimeru, Amen. Yehishme Rabba Mevorach, Leolam Olam Me'amaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Vishtabach, Vitpa'ar, Vitramam, Vitnaseh, Vitadar, Vitalev, Vitala, Shemei Tekudasha, Brichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tush b'chata v'nechemata, Damiran ve'alma, ve'yimeru, Amen. We all rise and turn to page 28 for the Baruch Hu. Barechu et Adonai, Hamevorach, We turn to page 30. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach sha'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono. Bore yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzivaot shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Ahavat Olam can be found on page 32. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadata Al kein Adonai Eloheinu V'shofeinu v'tkumeinu Nasiach b'chukacha V'nismach b'divrei Torotacha U'b'mitzvotacha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayei The Shema can be found on page 34. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. The Shema continues on page 36. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha v'aderech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kunecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru ma'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yetem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem emet. Page 39, we read responsively at the top of the page. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go,
it is eternally there is a better place, a promised land.
that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Our song for freedom can be found on page 40. Mi kamocha nado bakodesh, mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nado bakodesh. Nora tehilot oseh telah, nora tehilot oseh telah, Adonai imloch leolam vaed. Malchut zachara uvanecha, okay, שנאמר כיבד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We turn to page 43 and read together. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Yismachu can be found on the next page, page 44. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. V'korei oneg, v'korei oneg. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. Mekadeshei, Mekadeshei Shavi, Kulam Yismachu ve'yitzango metuvacha, Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. V'korei oneg, v'korei oneg, Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. V'hashvi'i ratzita bo, ratzita bo v'kidashto, Chandat yamim oto karata, Zecher l'naseh b'reshit. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. V'korei oneg, v'korei oneg. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. Yismachu v'malchutka, shomerei Shabbat. We are going into our Amidah, our standing prayer, on page 46. Please rise in body or in spirit. And this is a section where as soon as you run out of words, we're going to be turning the page, that I will not be announcing. Page turns. Page 46. Adonai sifatai tiftach upi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, V'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava,
Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagin. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Bichamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umidom Elach, Melech Limit Umechaye, Umatzliach Yeshua, B'ne'eman Atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yihallelu chasala. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. We continue silently to page 62. Please be seated when you are finished or when you feel ready. Bottom of page 62. Shalom, shalom, Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Be Roma. Huyase, 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 shalom. Huyase, 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 shalom. Huyase, 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 shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one 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 bring peace down to us. So normally this is the time at which we would be doing a Torah service, but for all of you who put your Tali Tot on, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You will have to come back tomorrow morning when our very own Jemma Bainton leads us in a Torah service for the celebration of her becoming Bat Mitzvah. She will be not only leading us in Torah, she will also be giving the Devar Torah for this week. So thank you, Jemma, for getting me off the hook for the Devar Torah. And Jemma has some really interesting things to say about Nadav and Avihu and the incident that we have in this week's Parsha, Shmini. So I am not going to take any of the thunder away from her. You will have to come back in the morning to celebrate with Jemma and her family and to hear all of the things that she has to say about our Torah portion. Services tomorrow morning start at 10 a.m. if you would like to be part of our service. However, since we are convened here as a community, I would like to take some time to ask for prayers for healing for those who may need it, whether that healing be a healing of body or a healing of spirit. At this time, we are especially thinking of John and Ginger Wyman, Mary Jo Adams, Kevin Ashton, Kathy Bartlett, Tracy Bartlett, Batya Tali, Nava Brenner, Nancy Cecil, Laura Cohen, Oritsur Cohen, Megan Carney Cranmer, Wolfkie Crosby, Jim Eaglesmith, Marty Fliegler, Glenda Granger, Marlene Harris, Pam Hendricks, Ron Kamen, Letitia Kruger, Lisa Liebergott and family, John Letzker, Jason Matthews, Harav Miriam Yael Chaya Batsara, Tim Ober, Claire Petersky, Tony Petty, Carol Pevney, the Ramirez Morgan family, Judy Ramos, Sarah Bat Chava, Harav Sarah Bat Yisrael V'Shoshana, Chaya Schwartz, Shana Bracha Bat Esther Malka, Shlomit Shalit, Chris Stanton, Vanessa Wagner, Bobby Wells, Yehuda Chaim Ben Yosef Sefania V'Yisraela Devira, and Yisraela Devira Bat Avraham Sarah, and Usher Zalech. Of course, we are also keeping in mind everyone in Israel for peace, healing, and remembrance, everyone affected by the coronavirus and long COVID, and the Jewish and other communities in the Ukraine. If there are other names that you'd like to add to our list for healing, please do so. If you're online, you can do so in the comments. And if you are here in person, please do so as my hand sweeps over you. Thank you.
Judith Strasser,
Thank you.
Juan Ariano Ornelas and Mary Ariano Cadova.
Thank you.
Claudia.
Jackie Ramirez,
Thank you.
Kevin Wilkinson, Michael Martin, Christian Gabriel Hernandez.
For all those names that we mentioned and for the ones that are still in our hearts,
We wish them all a refuah shlema, a complete and speedy healing. Our song for healing can be found on page 253. Sheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. It is my pleasure to invite up Rabbi Myra and Barbara Weinberg to open our ark doors for the Aleinu. We all rise. Turn to page 282. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tetz gedula le'otzer bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam. Va'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamachim hakadosh baruch hu. Page 285. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Page 287. V'nemar v'haya Adonai Lamelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. You may be seated. It is hard to sing of oneness when the world is not complete, when those who once brought wholeness to our life have gone, and not but memory can fill the emptiness that their passing leaves behind. But memory can tell us only what we were in the company of those we loved. It cannot help us find what each of us alone must now become. Yet no one is really alone. Those who live no more echo still within our thoughts and words, and what they did is part of what we have become. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives more fully, even in the shadow of our loss. For each of our lives is worth the life of the whole world. In each one is the breath of the ultimate one. In affirming the one, we affirm the worth of each one, whose life now ended brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. We are thinking of the recent deaths of Pope Francis, Debbie Herman, Jerry Zober, Laura Lazarus, Ron Darst, Robert Stearns, Sally Ann Castle-Rain, Irene Fenton, Patricia Duffier, Joseph Ohayon, Yolanda Jimenez, Nancy Dawes, Ernie Kuntz, Michael Schifrin, Justin Friedlander, Michael McGraw, James Clore, Herbert Gordon, Vivian Morgan, Les Cohen, Martha Gold, Alvina Geiger, Frederick Andrews, Marilyn Hilborn, Neil J. Rosen, Eve Lubling, and Terry Saez. We're also commemorating this week the yahrzeits of Harold Itkoff, Helen Solomon, Howard Straser, Sam Brustein, Alan Reed, Mary Shapiro, Joseph Burns, Ernest Glenn King, Toby Marks Cutler, Betty S. Goodman, Rose Rubin Jacobs, Cookie Javinsky, Raymond D. Slotkin, Cyrilla Weiss, Louis Breslavsky, Seymour Goldberg, Louis Rosenthal, and Alvin Sager. On this joyful weekend for the Bainton family, we are especially thinking of Malka Bedaines, Ned Bedaines, Emmanuel Halpern, Beverly Anderson, Robert Bainton, Barry Anderson, Mary Redlick, and Frank Redlich. If there are other names that you would like to add to our list, please do so. If you're online, do so in the comments. And if you are here in person, do so as my hand sweeps over you. Zichronon livracha, may their memories always be a blessing to us. If it is your custom, please rise for the Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayachon uvyomechon, uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv, v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mivarach, le'olam ulamei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemei dekudasha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nachamata. Amen. Yehei shlama rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all who mourn. And together we say, Amen. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to invite up Michael Cohen, one of our board members, to offer a few announcements.
Hello, everyone. Short service tonight, long service tomorrow morning. And I'm sure for Jemma, it'll feel longer than just about anything.
It'll go real fast for her.
You're going to do great. Thank you to Rabbi Sarah for leading the service. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is the last Friday night service that the rabbis are leading before sabbatical. That will be gone for 4 months. So it was extra special to be here for your last Friday night. Thanks to Todah for doing live stream. And thank you again to the Bainton family for hosting the Oneg, the tasty treats this evening. Of course, there'll be more tasty treats tomorrow morning. Events that are happening tomorrow morning. Jemma, you're up at 10 a.m. It's going to be great. No Torah study for those who do Torah study on Zoom. It will resume on May 10th because we have 2 weeks of Bat Mitzvahs coming up. On Sunday, we have our regular Sinai School and weekday family service. At 1 p.m., we have the last installment of our Who Knew series, I Met You at Sinai, featuring Daryl Dworkin. And then at 2:30, we have a sabbatical send-off for the rabbis. We're excited for that and petrified, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yes, we are fine. On Friday, May 2nd, we have our Touch Shabbat service in person only. And then on Friday night and Saturday morning, we have our second Bat Mitzvah in 2 weeks. Ramona Iser, say hi, Mona. Hi, Mona. Very good. I knew that would happen. And then Sunday, May 4th, after Sinai School, we have a special event called Preserve Your Treasures, which is going to be, I'm assuming, all about preservation of books and other old items by Elspeth Olsen, who is an archivist. She's very good. So if you want to learn about how to look after old things, please come by at 1 p.m. on Sunday, May 4th.
Objects, not people.
Right. Books and things, just to be clear. And then on Tuesday, May 6th, we're hosting a movie night. The library committee is having a movie night here at 6 p.m. And I will leave all the other things for next week.
We are going to turn to page 323 for our closing song before we all head out. If you are online, please join us on the Yisma Zoom. All of your login information can be found on sinaireno.org/live. That's where you can get all of the information to log in and say hello to the other folks who are online. If you are here in person, please join us in the social hall. The Baintons have brought some goodies to get this weekend kicked off right. So please join us after we sing page 323.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei העליון, ממלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please join us in the social hall for Kiddush and Motzi.